Hi, my name is Cindy Smith at cindysmithphotography.com, and today I'd like to talk to you about creating consistent borders around your photographs so that your mats can have a consistent opening. Now, papers come in standard sizes, 8.5 by 11, 11 by 17, 17 by 22, and a lot of times you want to have a consistent frame or border around your image so that your mat opening sizes can be consistent for those sizes. The reason for this being is that your person doing your matting can set up the jigs to effectively cut numerous mats to the same size if they know that, for example, an 8.5 by 11 has a consistent border around it. So today we're going to look at creating an image that's 8.5 by 11. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to come up and look at this image, which is image size. And we see that it's 9.44 by 13. Now obviously it's going to be too big for the image if we want to do an 8.5 by 11. So I'm going to cancel that for now. And the first thing I'm going to do, and what I always do, is I'm going to do Command or Control J so that we always preserve the integrity of the background layer. The next thing I'm going to do is right click, and I'm going to convert this to a smart object. The reason being is scale up or down with a smart object and still retain the integrity of the object. The next thing I'm going to do is to control or command click on this new little paper icon and create a blank layer underneath our smart object layer. And then I'm going to go edit, fill, and I'm going to fill it with white. The reason for doing that is this is going to be our canvas size right here. So this image we know is going to be larger than 8.5 by 11, but that's not going to be a problem for us because we have this smart object created. So now we're going to go up to image canvas size, and we're going to create that 8.5 paper size. And it says that we know that this image or this photograph is bigger than the paper size. We know that. That is not going to present a problem for us. Now, I'm just going to go Control or Command 0 to get this to full size. I have my rulers displaying, but if you don't, you can do Command or Control R to bring up your rulers. The reason being for that is that we're going to drop some guides in. Now, my guide widths depend on the size of the image that I'm working with. With an image this size, I can easily drop a 1/2 inch border. So I just go up to the ruler bar and grab it and drop it. I can take from the left hand side, I'm going to drag it over here, 8.5, and I'm going to drop it at 8. I'm going to drop this one at a 1/2 inch. And I'm going to bring this one down to 10.5, and I'm going to drop another one just right here at the 1/4 inch mark, or 10 3/4, and I'm going to explain that to you later. So now we're going to go back to this smart object layer, and we're going to go Command or Control T to go for free transform. Now we can't see all the borders, so a good keyboard shortcut is Command or Control R so that we can see the full frame. And as you can see, we haven't deleted any part of this image yet, even though the canvas size was smaller than our original frame. Now I'm going to grab a corner, and first of all I want to make sure that snap is turned on so that we can snap to our guides that we put in place. I'm going to hold down the Shift key, and I'm going to drag, and you can see that you can get to a place where it turns red, which means you're right on that border. Okay, I'm going to come down here and get that, and let's see, we'll bring here. Okay, so we can also don't move here, but we can just move down, constraining the borders, and now we have red outlines all underneath the border. Now you can see that the image is too large and extends beyond our guides. What I found is that even though we're going to delete, I'm going to press enter to accept this transformation. Even though we're going to delete part of this image right here, it really doesn't affect the overall composition, and it's going to give us a consistent mat around our frame. So I'm going to go over here, and to do this next edit, I've got to go to the Smart Object layer. I'm going to rasterize it. I'm going to get the marquee tool, and remember we have snap turned on, so it's going to snap to our guides. And I'm going to take the rectangular marquee tool, come here, and then just press Delete or backspace and deselect. So now we have a consistent border around our image. I'm going to go back here just for safety's sake and turn this back into a Smart Object in case we need any more edits to be done. And then I'm going to double click. This is just something I like to do. And I'm going to put a 1 pixel stroke around here on the inside at 100% opacity. And I'm going to make it the default. I'm also going to add a drop shadow. I usually put it around 120 degrees. Just think of this as the angle of the sun. And if I want to do Command or Control semicolon, I can get rid of the guides, just temporarily hide them for now. And you can see that we've got this border around here, and that stroke just kind of sets off the image just right. So I'm going to do Control or Command semicolon and bring back up those guides, and I'm going to accept that. Now basically you could be done with this image for now if you wanted and just do Save As. You can drop some text in, and what we can do is I drop my text right here. This is a 6 pixel image, and this is going to be, we'll start at 10 points and see where we go from there. This is Antelope Canyon in Page, Arizona. We can drag this over, and I can do Command or Control Enter to enter that. And then let's just zoom in to make sure that we've got our edit correct. I should probably put an apostrophe there. And then we should be able to accept that edit. So then you can always have consistent borders and frames around your image. In the next episode of this, I'm going to show you we're going to make a watermark, and then I'm going to put a watermark right here just to make sure that, that this is copyright protected. So for now, thank you for following me today, and hopefully I will see you back again. Thanks a lot, and bye for now.